Let's just keep going. Let's put on a new song. We listened to this before. Well, High on Lounging. Awkward theme. Oh no, it's my mom! Frozen in place. Bram was still fighting the process of waking up, as well as the massive adrenaline down my parents barging into my room, on top of the encouraging mortification of realizing that my first introduction to my significant other... God damn, you're rocking ahead of things. Fang is my significant other now. Holy! Also, the Midwest, by the way, is, not that. The Midwest does not include Texas. That's the South. If I recall correctly, the Midwest is... what again? I know... wherever Detroit is in there. I think Michigan's in there as a result. Wisconsin? Ohio? Are the Dakotas in there? Point is, it doesn't have Texas. Texas is the South. Same for Illinois. Or no, Arizona, I think, is... Arizona's west, right? But like in the mountain subsection? God, I don't know. I just don't know, okay? That was all the dribbled out of my mouth. I like how we're setting up this massive family revelation that's immediately just laughing. That's so lame. Come on! We need some more tension. We need this dip up, down, let me go! Because the only person we know froze from Wyoming. Arizona's in hell. Specifically the heresy layer. They like to claim that they're people of God, but my goodness. My goodness. Well, they weren't in a short life for a place. I do like that it's like the mom protects the son, the father protects the daughter. Oedipus complex, here we go. What their brain was. Claw sunk to my mattress. Thank you, ruined my jacket, and now my mattress. Stop! What? Which of my possessions aren't you going to ruin, Fang? Then they'll place a hand on their knee, Fang like several times with a rope before shaking their head as it pulls from a waking dream. The rings began to fall back down. I'd rather not get clawed to death by my girlfriend. Getting mauled is not my thing. Just the dawning. Can we get a few minutes, please? We'll be in the living room. Oh no, she shut it with grim determination. Also, I have a question. Why the hell are they in this apartment? Why aren't they just inside the house they're in Wani Hug? And he just has to go a little further to get to Volcano High. Because, how did that affect their move? I don't know, it's just some weird, like, parallel universe shit that doesn't add up to me. That's my mom and dad. I know they don't look like anything, because, you know, dad exists only as an alcoholic in the background. Did we see his dad? I keep thinking that we saw his dad, but I'm pretty sure he's not even, like, in an actual background shot or anything. Boy, that ain't right. Hanky's not a boy anymore. Then that man... That boy ain't right. Hanky's not a boy anymore. And that man ain't right. Probably CG. No, I makes it feel more temporary. Big other people live in apartments. I mean, if you're fucking rich. Man, I wish I could actually write something and finish something for fucking once. I'm busy on a lot of things, but I just can't get anything finished. And it's annoying the fuck out of me. Yeah, I don't think Anon's Inko's dad ever shows up. It just feels like he did, you know? Like he walked out and there was a shadowy figure. In the living room. You know, we can check this in a far more effective way. We can go to the scripts and then go to the chapter where they go to the prom. Where's my dad? There we go. Inco living room. Fix this. It sounds like a fart with extra reverb. Yeah, it's just a fucking living room. Also, why the hell is your dad wearing a work uniform? What? He wears a suit for work, but he doesn't... I don't think he would have a work uniform. So yeah, it's just the living room. That's so sad. That's so sad. Inco living room. Come on, man. I always thought that he existed in some capacity, but I guess he doesn't. He just literally is just over there. Anyway, let's move on. Mom and Dad. I feel a little after all this. Can you please not murder my parents as well? I mean, you can murder them unlike your own dad, so... Thanks, Glacier Strat. Pushing back in the city position. Wow, looking at the position is really... Shut the fuck up, Inko! You're not that horny! Like, it's kind of cute in Wani because it's very limited and restrained. It's like in very specific situations where it's like, yeah, fair enough. But you're kind of pushing it, man. This man is mauled and stoned to death, and he's like, booba. He's not Enon. He's not as prioritizing his sexual nature, which a virgin like Enon would. You might say, isn't Inko also a virgin? Yes, but I'm talking about the mindset. Don't maul them, at least until they finish. Fang, you can maul them the second they put me in their wheels. Without a second sooner. Actually, as their son, wouldn't he like by definition get... Since he's their son, couldn't he go to the courts and go like, hey, listen, they didn't put me in their will at all. I'm their son. I should logically inherit everything. I think that claim holds ground in a lot of circumstances. Like, that's why they put you in someone's will with a 1 penny. Because it's like, no, I thought about them. They just get 1 penny. The straw penny at that. Blech. Come on. We shouldn't keep them waiting. They put their arms in the air, they whip their hair back and forth, up on their tiptoes, wing flaring. Why are they tiptoeing? Dweeb. Inko, who is this? Well, Mom, this is my carpet, my blanket. I don't know. For bears to do that, but I couldn't help but the dopey smile keeping on my face. Mom and Dad quickly shared a quick glance. You never mentioned her before. Well, you never talked. Well, it's they. Do not misgender my partner. I did it because your poor guys weren't home. Inko makes his parents leave Anon out of the will. Why would he be in the fucking will? If he's a cousin, like, he barely has a claim. I'd love it if his parents are, like, weirdly sexist about it. Just for no reason. It's like, no one. I don't know. Just give him something. Give him a little spice, a little sass. Inko, don't take that tone with your mama. Found as I looked at my parents. When was the last time we actually talked? When was the last time they actually sat down in the house for more than morning coffee? Well, I was asleep in this. Crossed my arm leaned back to the chair. My response didn't do Fang's already any favor. And those entire personalities being poor, don't rob them for him. I need you to do me a favor. Can you please not give Anon any money? The man needs it. He needs the poverty. Or he'll never amount to anything. But also, it's really engaged. That was like me. Bald, surprisingly indistinct face could blend into every crowd. Years of furrowing his brow while working on work projects and contracts for work. As always, he was snappily dressed. Do enjoy the more trendy fashion clothes and the more basic casual wear. Haircut short in a rusty reddish brown color. She also is beginning to show wrinkles, though nowhere near as much as Dad. Pretty much out of high school. The grandchildren's really wearing on them. I mean, by this point, they are 36. Minimum. Listen, I'm not poor by choice. It's part of my personality. Thought I was especially enthused with either of them right now. But it wasn't hard to feel like they needed to take better care of themselves. Now was not the time to be combative. Now was the time to be murderative. This is Fang Aaron. We're dating. Fang, this is Will and Connie Nito? Connie Nito? Connie... Will Nito? Where are these names coming from? Where are these names coming from? My parents, obviously. No, they're just strangers that rob my house every week. I don't know who they are. I introduced them as my parents because people ask too many questions otherwise. They look slightly annoyed that I didn't apologize. Oh no! You've broken the family! Whatever, you're out of the will. Out of Will's will, I guess. Both of them held out their hands to Fang, paused only for a moment before shaking each other in turn. Ika, what the hell happened? Why do you look like you just got... like you just went to Auschwitz? What did you hear? Actually, why are you here? Yeah, right somewhere, yep. The man's getting a call from your principal later that I would have had it out on location. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, that sounds so significant. Also, why the hell did you move to Vol Caldera if you have jobs that are not in Vol Caldera? I always got the impression like his parents were at home, but they weren't like across the state. Because it makes his dad being home for like that, for like prom, a little weirder. Speak out a little at a time. They didn't call him. So I went straight to the airport and went. I racked my brain about the calls I got, and I guess there was one from a number I didn't recognize in the mix. Must have been them. Never fucking call me, get it? Then going back up, whatever happened. Why did you go to the hospital? You could have had broken bones. That's a great excuse to get your broken bones not healed up properly. It's because Anon can't afford a hospital. And so, like for Anon it makes sense, because he can't afford it, but Inko, come on, you've got healthcare! Your parents are fancy like that. I like how you tell your parents that the cops kicked in the door and arrested a friend. And they're not like, what the fuck, Inko? That's not normal! So not only did my son get beaten up, the cop showed up at your school? And you're dating a dinosaur? My god, this day can't get worse. Like, I just feel that if I was Inko's parents, I'd be like, what the fuck have I been missing? My son is dating a dinosaur. Apparently, people are getting arrested at his school. And this causes people to beat up my son? What? You're moving schools, son. Clearly, this ain't working out. No, I don't know what for. That could have been all, though it wasn't. So I left my other friend basically accused me of snitching on him. Trish thinks they narc on Reed. Narked. Does this Reed character do the marijuana? Son, we can tolerate a lot. You can be an oil huffer. You can be a fossil fucker. To all I goddamn care, you can be a gamosexual. But no son of mine is gonna be touching the Mary J. You stay away from the devil's lettuce, my boy. No wonder got himself arrested. It was a friend, Mom. Yeah, Dad, I'll use that tone. Fantastic, thank you. Why would your parents be surprised by anything? They barely talk to you. How would they know what you sound like? Bonk, 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 bonk. bonk, 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 boing, boing. What the fuck is shellfish? Hold up, I'm just reading some stuff and I'm laughing my little ass off. ModWiki, what the hell? Anyway. His parents are recoiling. Go slap hands before trying to control instead of thrumming in my skull. I grab my knee tight. Make my knuckles ache. I really need this right now. Sing last night, better last night, and everything. Fang's hand gently rested on one that was still squeezing my knee for a moment. Recognition set in, I relaxed my hand, letting Fang take it. Ow. It's okay, Tweep. We're just talking, right? Mike, says you who freaked out at your parents. Come on. Be more understanding, Fang. I know you're trying to keep him cool, but come on. Your mother's right. We can talk more later, but for the moment, I'm waiting to get taken care of. Connie, I'll call him. Call him in. Oh, yeah, the doctor. I can't believe these motherfuckers can just call a fucking doctor. Inko, you're back up to 100 health. Or does he have a doctor so fancy that it gets like an overheal? Does he have a medigun? How much overheal would Inko have? What is his base hit points? Does he at least have 75? Is he at least a spy with a kunai? Come on! Inko, I know that you're trying to car off the ship, but come on! You're not good for spec stabs! You don't even know how to chair stab! Said some awful shit about it before it got attacked. It's been thick and hard. The further it was grew like a police interrogation. You're how with your parents know any of this? They are terrible parents. They do not know how this shit works. At most, they know TV. You can't say fuck on the radio. You can only say that on TV. After father calls you in 6, how about I maybe show you some cool stuff for breakfast? You know how to cook, Mom? That's just weird. It's a snack from the last time. We're at the food go. Bridget was rhetorical. Most of it expired at the toss. It technically was a lie. I sort of tuned out. Most of the stuff in the fridge and cabinets was my cooking bill was near zero. That I cleaned out last time. The copious amount of... Oh yeah, they cleaned out. The camp were only gone. Mom paused and looked back at the fridge and eyeing the calendar, as well as the proverbial ocean of sticky notes. How the fuck did she not know the sticky notes? She's the one who put them there! Don't worry, Mom, I can use the dead ringer. Oh no, darling, it's worse than I thought! Fair. Entirely fair. Your son's a lost cause. I load up the enforcer. I can clean house for you if you need it. It was Fang, right? What the fuck kind of name is Fang? What the hell are you talking? What kind of name is Fang? Shouldn't his parents be, like, asking about that? I just feel that, like, if my precious good boy who wears fashionable clothes comes home and he brings back a girl and it's a they and they're called themselves Fang, I'm like, what the fuck happened to my son? He got beat up. I got called by the cops, by the superintendent of this police school. What happened? Well, I was gone. And now my son's using the dead ringer? Ew! My parents would rather go over here. Dad stared at Fang for a moment before grunting, turning back to his phone. I can destroy. Oh man, I love how she's like trying her best. I don't know what to do. I'm such a bad parent. It's up to you. It's up to you. Let's go read a bunch of books. Let's go read a bunch of books. Food does sound good. Man, I love food. She could be wearing a gibbous. She could be wearing a gibbous. Seriously, why does this song sound like there's like empty shotgun casing sitting on the ground? Oh no. I just realized what you meant with the gibbous. Listen, man. Listen. Listen. Okay, listen. Listen. Okay, please, listen. I get it. I get it. Okay? I get it, right? It's the newbie hat, but come on. How quaint. Enough of that. Hat racism. Listen. Some of the things like sound like part of the Sims theme. That's an interesting take. Wait, what the hell? AI me is coming for your money? Anyway, they get cleaned up, donning my usual ensemble. Apparently, in the Scorpius Age book, it's demeanor, not ensemble. Person does not know how to use words. Reminds me of my own younger writing. Don't go brushing my fucking wings, man. Making my way down the hallway to the living room, and Fang grabbed my hand. Maybe next time. Oh man, I get to touch the wings. I get to touch the chicken wings. Going into the car, little cafe. Why does my house smell of coffee? What is that smell? Well, if it's a fire alarm, that'd be a hell of a thing. The Squishmallow Squad. Huh. Near the front. It's Marcus. We'll be right back. Don't worry. Well, even though they're here, they're not really here. Uh-huh. So thank you. Broke out a little growing agitated glare at my parents. For what? For letting me do the talking so far. Hey. Thanks, Songbird. Ugh, it's so weird. The band just broke up, man. Scary Dave! Holy shit! It's the man of the hour. Please imagine if you've been watching the what's it called, Death Stranding. There's a if you're in like the private room, that you can have Norman Reedus like point at the shelf behind him on the bed. Imagine that. It's like pointing at Scary Dave. Maybe I should just get a clip of that. That'd be great. That'd be great. Just record like a little baby ass clip. We'll try to avoid it if we can. We'll try to avoid it if we can. I'm sort of sick of them so I can beat the shit out of them. Fang, I know that you can kill his parents, but that's no reason to kill his parents. Just some work stuff. You could tell us about yourself. Oh, I go to school with Inko. I mean, like music, and I wasn't. I like music, some chicken, roast beef, a pizza. You know, the usual. I don't even know what he says in English. I've never seen it in English. Kippetje, wat roast beef and pizza. And the sorbet. Reed was our drummer. Trish was the bassist. Reed's gone. Trish tried to make me pick between her and Inko. Why are you telling his fucking parents about this? This is... I'm just gonna give your parents my backstory, I guess. You know, if someone asks, I'll provide. Scarrington D. Davington. There we go. God damn. Again... Can we have, like, a little friction from the parents being like, man, you know, good on you for getting a girlfriend, Inko, but could you at least get an actual girl? And oh, my God. It's also Arthur's Immortal's kitten boy wife. Man, all the big hitters are here today. All the big hitters are here today. We are... Today truly is blessed. Blessed. Adora blessed, I say. Bestow upon me baby blessings. Our Inky. You can't call your son a fucking squid! Oh, Inky. Oh, Inky. Trish, what the fuck is she doing? Oh, Trish is calling? Why can't his parents cause some trouble? Scarrington. There's a name I haven't called. Recently, I called someone else a name. He was like, I've heard a lot, but I haven't heard that one. Am I just like that? I'm just doomed to find unique names for people. Now I got a reputation to keep, Scary Dave. Thanks. Now I got a sizzling hot rep to keep. I mean, yeah.